Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Newcastle United recently made an inquiry for Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay. Premier League rivals Newcastle United made an inquiry for Manchester United star Scott McTominay recently. The Magpies wanted the midfielder on loan. The Scotland international has been on the bench most often this season. He has not played a lot since the arrival of Eric Tanhaag in the Old Trafford side's dugout. Speaking to Give Me Sport, journalist Keith Downey revealed Eddie Howe's team were looking at a temporary move for McTominay. However, it does not look like Man United are keen on parting ways with the 26-year-old. He said, "The one thing they have got in common, McTominay, Tielemans and Caicedo, is they have all played in the Premier League. I think there was an inquiry made for McTominay recently, perhaps even on loan, but I don't think Man United want to do it." The Scottish national has made his way through the youth ranks at the Old Trafford side. He is a home ground talent who showed promise initially. Unfortunately, the midfielder has seemingly stagnated a bit in his development recently. With the arrival of Casemiro in the summer of 2022, the home ground talent has found game time hard to come by. At the start of the campaign, McTominay's form saw him pip the former Real Madrid star in the starting lineup. However, ever since the 30-year-old's first Premier League start against Everton, the Scottish national has become a bit part player. McTominay has made several appearances for Man United in the current campaign. However, the academy graduate has not started in our last 10 league matches. No player wants to spend their playing career as a squad player, even if it is at the Old Trafford side. Newcastle are flying high at the moment. If the Magpies offer the Scottish national regular game time, one could not begrudge him for moving to any side in the coming future. Erik Tanhaag rejected approach from Atletico Madrid for Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof. Manchester United manager Eric Tanhaag rejected an approach from Atletico for Sweden international Victor Lindelof, according to transfer guru Fabrizio Romano on Twitter. The Dutch manager is keen on keeping a hold of the 28-year-old. As such, Los Rojiblancos have been rebuffed by the Red Devils in their search for a centre-back. Diogo Simeone's team are looking to bring in a new defender, as a Premier League outfit Wolverhampton Wanderers are pushing for the signing of the Spanish side's star, Felipe. After the Old Trafford side declined the La Liga outfit's approach, they have now turned to Leicester City. The Metropolitano Stadium side are now eyeing Çağlar Soyuncu. Lindelof joined United in the summer of 2017 from Benfica. After settling in Manchester for a season, the Swedish national became a regular first-team player at the Old Trafford side. However, in the current campaign, the 28-year-old has gone down the pecking order. Under the new coach, the centre-back has started just 4 games in the English top flight. While the gaffer does not want to lose Lindelof, it seems unlikely that the Swedish national will want to remain a bit party player at the Old Trafford side. Therefore, if not in January, the Red Devils will seemingly need to make a decision on the 28-year-old's future in the coming transfer windows. 3 clubs are interested in signing Man United winger Facundo Pellistri. Manchester United winger Facundo Pellistri is attracting interest from Botafogo, Bologna and Valencia this month, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Uruguayan joined the Red Devils from Peñarol in the summer of 2020, but only made his competitive debut for the club this week against Charlton Athletic. Palestri was brought off the bench for the final 5 minutes and made a good impression, providing the assist for Marcus Rashford. Following the game, manager Eric Tanhaag said that he has a good future ahead, but there is still speculation that he could be leaving the club this month. Judging by the report, the clubs are looking to sign Palestri on loan with a buy option. In our view, United should not consider losing him in the current transfer window. Antony is presently the regular choice in the right wing position, but the club needs quality backup behind him. Anthony Elanga has been far from his best this season. After a superb cameo, Palestri should be rewarded with more minutes in the coming months. With a hectic schedule, it's unlikely that Antony will start every game. The Uruguayan should also benefit from the fact that Jadon Sancho is currently out of contention. The England star is training individually to improve his physique. Hence, United should keep Palestri until the summer before assessing his future. Palestri, who was praised as spectacular by compatriot Ronald Araujo in September, has a contract until June 2025 with United. The club don't face any hurry to offload him. Manchester United manager Eric Tanhaag believes the team have to be at their best to beat Manchester City. Manchester United manager Erik Tanhaag believes the Red Devils will need to be at their best to beat Manchester City in our next fixture. The Sky Blues will visit Old Trafford on 14 January in the Premier League. Pep Guardiola's team are currently second in the league table, 5 points behind table toppers Arsenal. Therefore, the citizens will evidently be hoping to get the better of United, but the Dutch manager is optimistic about the Red Devils being able to compete with any team. However, speaking to TalkSport via the club's official website, Ten Hag has warned the Old Trafford side not to play as they did in the 6-3 defeat. If we do, then City will once again dominate us. He stated that the team needs a winning attitude to overcome the threat from the citizens. He said, I think we can compete with every team, but obviously Manchester City, when they are at their best, they are hard opponents for everyone, but we have to play our best and then we have a chance. If we do it, play like in City, then you don't have a chance. So it's up to us to have a good team, the right cooperation, the right attitude on the pitch, especially if you talk about attitude. So a winning attitude, that is what we need on Saturday. The Red Devils are flying high at the moment. We have been victorious in our last 8 fixtures. In each of the previous 3 Premier League fixtures, Ten Hag's team have also kept a clean sheet. Thus, United will go into the game with decent momentum. However, in the previous match at the Etihad Stadium, the Sky Blues were the ones who broke our 4-game win streak in the league. United have not had the best of forms recently against City at home. We have won only once in our last 5 fixtures against the citizens at Old Trafford. Hopefully, Ten Hag will be able to change that trend on Saturday. The gaffer has slowly integrated his ideas into the team. Now, it will be interesting to see how the Dutch manager tries to get the better of Guardiola. Josip Juranovic holding out for Man United move. Celtic defender Josip Juranovic is holding out for a move to Manchester United this month. Tutto Mercato report. The 27-year-old has been regularly linked with the Red Devils over the past few weeks, and it's now reported that they are directly in contact with him. The right-back already has proposals from Torino and Monza this winter, but he has stalled negotiations with the pair in the anticipation of joining United. According to Tutto Mercato Web, the Red Devils have told him to wait for a few days as they want to offload Aaron Wan-Bissaka first before signing him. Diogo Dalot was an undisputed starter at right back for United before the World Cup. Since the restart, Wan-Bissaka has seen more minutes, but the Englishman could still leave the club. The £90,000 a week ace has excellent defensive skills, but he lacks the attacking threat in the opposition half. He is not known for his forward runs, and this has obviously been a drawback for him. If Uranovic were to join the club, he would be an upgrade on Wan-Bissaka in this aspect. He averaged 28 passes in the opposition half per league game this season compared to Wan-Bissaka's 12. The Croatian has had a similarly impressive record in the Champions League and World Cup. He may not be an aerially dominant figure, but has caught the eye with his strong tackling and clearances. Gary Neville told ITV Sport that he was absolutely brilliant at the World Cup, and we firmly believe his strong physical attributes would suit United and the Premier League. He could be priced away for around £17 million. United could recoup the entire fee by parting ways with Wan-Bissaka, who is currently on the transfer radar of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Borussia Dortmund chief admits Youssoufa Moukoko could leave amidst interest from Manchester United. Hans-Joachim Watzke, the CEO of Borussia Dortmund, has admitted that Youssoufa Moukoko could leave the club amidst interest from Manchester United. The 18-year-old's current contract with the Bundesliga outfit expires at the end of the season. However, BVB are yet to agree on new terms with the youngster. Along with the Red Devils, Premier League rivals Chelsea and Newcastle United are also eyeing the German international signature. Spanish giants Barcelona are in the race as well. Speaking to Sky Sport Germany, Watzke has revealed that Dortmund are willing to walk away from the talks if Moukoko's demands exceed what the German side have in mind. However, he hopes that the youngster will extend his stay at BVB. He said, "It's totally legitimate that he is now trying to get a good position for himself, but it's also legitimate that we have our own ideas. If they do not coincide, then the cooperation will not be continued. That is the ultimate consequence. But of course, we hope that he will stay with us." The 18-year-old is one of the most exciting prospects to have come through the ranks at the Bundesliga outfit. He was sensational for their youth teams. In the current campaign, the 18-year-old has led Dortmund's forward line. He has made 22 appearances in all competitions, scoring 6 goals and providing 6 assists. United's attack lost a bit of depth with the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Erik Tanhaag only has one natural striker in Anthony Martial in the squad. Marcus Rashford has also been deployed as a number 9 to good effect on several occasions, but the Red Devils evidently need to add a more prolific goal scorer to their ranks. At the moment, Moukoko is still a rough diamond. It's understandable that Dortmund seem a bit annoyed with him. However, if we can get hold of the 18-year-old signature for free in the summer, there is a lot of talent there for Tanhaag to work with. Wout Weghorst set for Man United medical after Besiktas agri compensation fee could make debut versus Man City. Burnley striker Wout Weghorst will have to undergo his medical with Manchester United today after Besiktas agreed to terminate his loan deal yesterday, Fabrizio Romano reports. The Dutchman has been manager Eric Tanhaag's prime target for the January transfer window, and United are now on the cusp of confirming his arrival. United have agreed to pay €3 million to terminate his season-long loan deal at Besiktas, and he will now join the club on a temporary basis for the rest of the campaign. Weghorst was in Manchester yesterday. He could be available to face Manchester City on Saturday if registered by 12 p.m. GMT today. Romano stated about Weghorst's move to Old Trafford. Manchester United, Besiktas and Burnley have signed all documents for the Wout Weghorst deal. Medical tests will take place within 24 hours after an agreement was completed on Tuesday. It's 100% done and an official statement will follow after the formalities. Man United will pay €3 million to Besiktas, who were very serious and collaborative as the player wanted to join United. It was his dream. This low-cost signing was made because United can't spend big money in January, but Erik Tanhaag likes the player and it could be smart business. The Dutchman joined Burnley from Wolfsburg during the second half of the last Premier League season, but could only muster 2 goals and 3 assists from 20 appearances. After the relegation, he was loaned out to Besiktas. Weghorst has 13 goal contributions with them this campaign and will now be aiming to redeem himself in the Premier League. The 30-year-old will obviously have more creativity around him at United, and in our opinion, he could be a menace for opposition defenses with his physical presence. Weghorst also likes to press higher up the field with a steady work rate over 90 minutes. Hopefully, he will be registered in time for the Manchester derby. He could be a game changer of the bench as he would provide a different outlook to United's attack with his hold-up play and set-piece threat. Weghorst is set to become United's second signing of the January transfer window after the arrival of goalkeeper Jack Butland on loan from Crystal Palace. I will be uploading daily Man United news show, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.